The pitch to Phillips. That is lasered into left field. It's going to drop. This is going to score a run. Have a day, Josh Phillips. A double RBI. Perry looking to get his second hit of the day. Menzel in a full count. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. Brendan Menzel with a stare down at the mound. His third strikeout of the day. 2 outs now in the top of the 7th.
And Crington done a really good job of keeping them in front, but one of those goes by.
Kyle Sucker, high drive, left field, and it hits off of the wall. Runners advance. That's 1 runner home. Phillips getting home. He is safe. A 2 RBI double from Kyle Sucker. 6-4. Hello. Chapman has come alive in the bottom of the 8th. Right now, the Laverne Leopards stand tall in the 2nd in the SCIAC. The Chapman Panthers 4th in the SCIAC. Only a game behind, though, in conference. So the Panthers or the Leopards, whoever wins this series, can shake up the entire outlook of this SCIAC conference. Again, I'm Alejandro Flores up here in the bleachers to welcome you guys in. On the mound for the Panthers, it will be Brandon Menzel, the Panthers' best pitcher on the year, the senior, standing at 6 foot 190 right there on the mound. He's had a fantastic year. Again, taking control, taking the reins as the Panthers' best pitcher this season. ERA of 2.67, a 1.19 whip, and has the best win-loss record at 6-2. So it would be the battle between Menzel and then leading off for the Leopards, Logan Cortell, batting at a 250 on the season. In a total of 52 at-bats, he has 13 hits and no home runs. But that's been the story for the Leopards this entire season. Right now, they are the worst in SCIAC in home runs, only 7 on the year. But despite that, they are 3rd in the conference in total hitting. They are the kings of small ball baseball. Here we go, Brandon Menzel versus Cortell. And already 1 pitch it takes to pop up in the air. Turquan working from catcher, and he'll make the catch. And 1 out already. That's how Menzel likes it. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the top of the 1st. Following Cortell is Jason Givens, batting at a 372 on the year. A fantastic hitting percentage. In a total of 78 at-bats, he has 29 hits and 8 doubles. Again, no home runs as well. Menzel's first pitch to Givens is down the middle for a strike, and it makes the count 0-1. Menzel's 0-1 is now piercing right into the zone for an 0-2 as Givens misses. The 0-2 to Givens. Outside for ball 1. Makes the count 1-2. Big thing, too, for the Leopards. They are 1st in the SCIAC in total 3rd base hits. They lead the SCIAC in triples. It's right down the middle is Givens with a shot. And he'll get to 1st. So now a runner on 1st with 1 out in the top of the 1st. And now for the Leopards, their best hitter on the season, Matthew Diaz, batting at a 430, and is right now has been on a tear in a 9-game hit streak. Can Menzel be the one to slow him down? The first pitch from Menzel is right into the dirt, and Givens will move to 2nd and decides to hold. Wild pitch from Menzel, count 1-0. Givens now in scoring position at 2nd. Givens, he's 6 for 8 in stolen bases and attempts. And in runs scored, he's at 21, one of the top in the team, a quick runner. Now at second in scoring position as Menzel's pitch scaves the outside of the zone for 2-0. Again, worth mentioning, Matthew Diaz, as previously mentioned, the best hitter on this Leopards team. 46 hits, team leader. The 2-0, now 2-1. As Menzel fits that in the zone for a strike. Matthew Dillon, he's also been walked 7 times this year, struck out 8. That one is going to be tipped foul. Back behind the plate, rolling around. 2-2, even count. With 1 out in the top of the first. Givens on second. Matthew Diaz, he has 23 RBIs, wants to make it 24. The 2-2 just outside the zone for ball 3, and now it's a full count upcoming. The full count pitch to Diaz. Menzel decides to hold and test Givens at second, to no avail. As he has a quick word over with Austin Dudas, who's working from second base. The full count pitch from Menzel. That's a grounder. Possible put out as that's going to slip right through Goldbranson's glove. A bit of a miscommunication. Goldbranson and Nupper both going for it. Neither get it in time. And Matthew Diaz is at first. Givens still at second. With only 1 out in the top of the first. And now Nathan Perry, the catcher for the Leopards, up to bat. Team leader in RBIs with 27 on the year, batting at a .404. He's also the team leader in home runs with 3 so far on the year. First pitch to Perry is down low for ball 1. So again, despite the Leopards not being a big home run team, only 7 on the season, Perry, a big contributor to that, 3 of those being his. That one's a bullet down the middle for a strike. Makes the count 1-1. The 1-1 to Perry. That one is going to be tipped back and foul. Makes the count 1-2. A big thing for the Chapman Panthers this season, they struggle really early in games with the starts, especially hitting-wise. But the biggest thing that's kept them in games is their fielding. They're second in the SCIAC in total fielding percentage. The 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And the first strikeout for Brendan Menzel makes it 2 outs in the top of the first. And out to bat is Logan Reese. The right fielder for the Leopards, batting at a .328 on the year. He's second in home runs with 2 on the season and 21 RBIs. Here he is in a 2-out runner on first and second situation. Menzel's first pitch is a changeup that goes right down the middle, dropping just in time. The 0-1 is outside for ball 1. So the Panthers, they don't have too many errors. They just had one with Gopranson working from third. But they have a chance to make up for that mistake, get out this inning unscathed, as that pitch is just outside the zone for ball 2. The 2-1. That one is grounded right to second. Dudas put out to Anzai at first, and that'll end the first inning at the top of the first. AJ Anzai, another put out on the year now at 266. And the Panthers keep it a 0-0 game, and now advancing to the bottom of the first. Want to thank you guys for staying tuned into the Chapman Sports Broadcasting Network. We'll be back with you guys for the start of the bottom of the first. Welcome to the top of the 8th inning in a 0-0 game between two of the best teams in the SCIAC Conference. It's been an absolute pitching clinic so far on both sides from Urquidy, and now at the mound, Brandon Menzel, who's at a pitch count of 84. Menzel's first pitch into the zone for a strike. Menzel has faced 23 batters, only allowed 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. That one, grounder foul. And it makes the count 0-2. As Menzel is going up against the first baseman, Garcia. Noah Garcia batting at a .314 on the year. What an opportune time it would be for him to get a hit in an 0-2 to Menzel. Garcia, another grounder. Dudas, that's an error and exactly the break that the Leopards needed. The great fielding of the Panthers makes a key mistake. Austin Dudas, off of a tough roller, can't make the grab. And now the leadoff hitter for the Leopards gets on base. Garcia at first. As we wait to see who comes out for the Leopards. Nolan Aguiano will be up to bat next. This looks like the Leopards. Scott Winterburn calls a timeout. It's an opportunity for the Leopards that they haven't had recently. It's been a lot of 1, 2, 3 innings for Menzel, not a lot of runners getting on base. And now for the first time in a long time, the Leopards have a runner on first in Garcia. Noah Garcia, he's 1 for 3 on stolen base attempts, so that's something to keep an eye on. Also worth mentioning, he's had 21 runs scored in. So a very efficient base runner. Now with Noah Garcia at first, Nolan Aguiano at the plate, batting at .250 on the year. Menzel facing a bit of adversity. And Aguiano showing bunt. Menzel's pitch down low. And they're going to say he is safe. They say Aguiano pulled back in time. And it makes the count 1-0. Coach Scott Laverty has a word, and now the umps discuss the recent call. Again, what an interesting situation this is in a 3-game series. Game 1 here at Chapman University. Games 2 and 3 will be tomorrow at Laverne in a doubleheader. The winner of this series can shoot themselves to second in the SCIAC. Right now, the Leopards are currently there at second in the SCIAC. They're sitting at 11-4. The Panthers, on the other hand, 10-5. Winning this series would rewrite the season for the Panthers. They're going to stick with the call. It's going to make it 1-0. So again, we'll have to see if Aguiano's showing bunt, which he is, to Menzel. The 1-0 from Menzel is hit, bunt, and foul. And it makes the count 1-1. A couple fans in the stands here calling it 0-2. It's couple Panthers fans wanted that last call to be a strike. It was a close call. Aguiano barely pulled back at the last second. So here's Menzel in a 1-1 with Garcia at first. That pitch is out of control from Menzel. And just like that, Garcia in scoring position, and that changes the situation for Aguiano. He has a runner in scoring position at second. Aguiano, he has 14 RBIs on the season. It's a 2-1 count. Menzel with Garcia at second. Aguiano still showing bunt. Gobranson moving up. Onside moving up. That bunt to the third base line. Gobranson's just going to have to take the put out at first. And Aguiano's out at first, but Garcia gets to third. Aiden Salcedo now up to bat, batting at a 277. And a sacrifice fly is in play for the Leopards. If they get that, it gets Garcia home. Salcedo only has one sacrifice fly on the year. Menzel, his pitch is high for ball one. The best thing right now for Menzel is what he wants to do is a strikeout. He only has 3 so far in this game. Tough position with Garcia at third. Menzel, his 1-0. Out the zone a little bit for 2-0. What a tough position now Menzel's in. Toughest position he faced was in the top of the first, where there was a runner on second and first with 1 out. This time he has 1 out with a runner at third. Menzel's pitch. That's going to be pop foul. Salcedo tried to get a lot under that one. Two 2-1 upcoming. The pressure rising for Menzel. His pitch to Salcedo. That's a pop-up. It's going to be a tough play as Phillips is going to have to try to get this home. Phillips has thrown the big cannon. Out of control. And the Leopards have broken the ice. A sacrifice fly working in perfection for Salcedo. And Garcia gets home. Garcia got to first off of the error from Dudas. He was able to get to first. And the Leopards now in a 1-0 lead in the top of the 8th with 2 outs. Menzel's first pitch in the zone for a strike. He's going up against Ryan Vosica. For the third time, Vosica 0 for 2 on the day. Menzel in an 0-1. That's going to be tipped foul. Makes the count 0-2. So now Menzel just looking to get out of this inning with only 1 run allowed. Here's the 0-2. Ooh, close to Vosica's head there. That's going to make it 1-2. The 1-2 from Menzel. In the zone, caught him looking for a strikeout. Brandon Menzel's 4th of the day. But the Leopards do what they wanted to do. They get 1 score in the top of the 8th, and they have taken control of this game. The Panthers now, backs against the wall, have 2 more innings to either tie this game or take the lead. That first opportunity upcoming in the bottom of the 8th. And I'll get back with you guys for the start of that bottom of the 8th.